Happy New Year's, everyone. How are you? When you hop on, just say hello and let me know that you're here. I would love to chat with you. And if you're watching the replay, just do hashtag replay down below. Thank you so much for coming on. I kind of want to talk to you about this crazy cliche topic that everyone knows about, and that is the weight loss bandwagon that comes along with New Year's. I think it's so common, and I'm so sorry I sound like a dude right now with the cold in our bedroom, because our bedroom doesn't have good ventilation. We're using one of those little space heaters, so the air is so dry, so I'm like so congested, and I sound like a man, so I'm sorry for that. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So it's so cliche that this time of year everyone's all like, okay, it's a new year, my resolution, I'm gonna lose 50 million pounds, I'm gonna look amazing by the time summer comes. Like, hello, has anyone said that? Because I know I've said it pretty much every year since I was about 19 years old. I've said it. Happy New Year! Here's what I have to say to that. If you hopped on that bandwagon, and if you said, all right, it's January 1st, it's a Monday, I'm going to start losing weight, I'm going to eat better, I'm going to get a gym membership, I'm going to start prepping my meals, you know what I have to say to that? Good for you. Good for you. Because you know what? Who cares if everyone's doing it? As long as you are mentally telling yourself you want to do it, and you are motivated right now, stick with it. Make it happen. Do what you need to do. I think it's safe to say we all know what needs to happen to lose weight, right? We need to eat good, whole, healthy foods. We need to exercise so that we're burning more calories than we're bringing in. And we need to be really hydrating ourselves, drinking lots of water, and getting good, solid sleep. That is a given. We all know that. That's like basic PE and health 101. We all learned that way back in the day, and it still applies because it's true. It works. So here's my motivation for you guys. Whatever you're feeling right now, whatever made you feel cliche enough to say, that's my goal, that's my resolution, remember this moment right now. I want you to be this motivated next Monday and the Monday after that. I want you to stay motivated. I want you to remember why you said you wanted to lose weight in the first place. Is it that you wanted to be able to run around with your kids in the living room without having to stop and take a break for a second? Is it that you wanted to be able to climb at the playground with them when you take them? Is it that you wanted to be able to fit on one of the roller coaster rides? Is it that you want to be in front of the camera from now on in your family pictures instead of always hiding behind the camera, or hiding behind a person, or hiding behind somebody? Is it that you just want to put clothes on and feel like the goddess that you are? Whatever your reason is, always keep that at the forefront of your mind, because as long as you remember why you're doing this, you're going to get through it. You're going to have peaks and valleys when it comes to losing weight. That's just natural. That's how our bodies are. You're doing things different than what it's used to. So you're going to notice progress is going to come quickly, and then you're going to plateau, and then it's at that plateau, it's either going to go again and you're going to have more progress, or you're going to go back to where it was. So that's a whole nother video in and of itself, but I want you guys to just know that I'm so sorry. That was so ugly. That I'm here for you. I want you to feel motivated. And I want to share something really personal with you that I've never talked about before. If you've been following me for a long time, whether you're a brand new friend or you've been following me for a long time, whatever the case is, I want you to know something about me. I have been struggling with my weight for most of my adult life. When I got married, I was 137 pounds, and I thought I was fat. I thought I was huge. I could not believe I had a size 10 wedding dress. I was so negative and down about myself, and it created this like wall in front of me and I couldn't see over the wall. I couldn't like overcome those negative feelings that I had about myself. I couldn't have any confidence. I couldn't have any motivation or, you know, happiness in my life. Thank you so much for hopping on, you guys. Amanda, Melina, Trish, Rebecca, Kirsten, Nicole, Dana, Angela. Hi, you guys. So that came from a place of me always comparing myself to other people. I know you guys know what that comparison game is like. You always look at other people and you say, wow, she looks really good. And I don't look like that. I've got stretch marks. I've got a mom pouch. My arms aren't as toned as her. I've got, you know, my face is more full. I'm broken out because it's my time of the month. Whatever story you're telling yourself right now, listen to me. Whatever story you're telling yourself right now, it is just a story. You are making it mean something. Who cares if you have stretch marks? Who cares if you're not a size 10? Who cares if you have a fuller face than the girl sitting beside you? It doesn't mean anything. And you're letting that story hold you back, and you're not progressing and getting the success you want because you're telling yourself these stories, okay? Okay, let me zoom out. This was ridiculous. Okay, did I make my point? Because this zooming in, I hope, is like, you know, come on, guys, let's think about this. It's January 1st. I want you guys to feel like you're on a high right now. I want you to know you can keep this momentum going. Yes, it's January the 1st. And if you worked out today, you are at a 100% success rate right now for the year 2018. And I want to share something else with you guys. Back in August of 2016, yeah, I had to think about that a second. I became a certified fitness instructor. I thought, oh my goodness, I'm going to help so many moms have a space where they can get together with each other, they can work out, they can gain confidence, they can lose weight, they can feel good, and they can have fun, and they can meet new people. And I told myself after that certification class, no one's going to come to your class. Nobody's going to want to take your class. No one's going to want to do this. So you know what happened? I told myself that story from August of 2016 to February of 2017. I told myself that story every single day. I wanted so badly to get into a studio or a gym, and I wanted to teach people. I wanted to teach women. I wanted to make new friends, and I wanted to help them have a success story. But I had this story in my mind that I was telling people, and it was becoming true. My perspective was becoming my reality, and it held me back. And what ended up happening, one day I got this wild hair, and I got myself in a studio, a dance studio, and I taught weekly. And I loved it. It was my favorite night of the week. I got to get out. I got to go somewhere in the car. I got to go somewhere without my kids. And I got to do something that I wanted to do. And I met so many amazing people. But something happened along the way. And the attendance started to dwindle down for whatever the reason was. I don't know. I thought in my mind it was me. It was my fault. Could it have been the location of the dance studio? Probably, because it wasn't the best. Could it have been how much the classes cost? Probably. People probably could go to a gym cheaper. Was it just not people's style? Did people just not want to do it? That could be too. It's not for everybody. It was a dance class, but it was country music. And even though I loved it, I expected everybody else to love it. And I expected them to love me and my personality so much that they just wanted to come no matter what. And the fact that they didn't, I told myself this story. You're just no good. Nobody wants to come to your classes. You're a horrible instructor. Why are you doing this? You should have never been here in the first place. And I told myself all these horrible things that just aren't true. I made the fact that my class attendance dwindled and the fact that ultimately I ended up stopped teaching there and teaching fitness altogether because I just felt at that moment it just was not a good fit for me. It was detrimental to my mental health because I was telling myself these stories. So it occurred to me a few weeks ago when I was having a conversation with a friend. And if you don't know this about me, I have been, I'm a certified wellness specialist. That's my official title. But I help people with accountability, weight loss being the most specific part of that. And I have allowed myself to tell myself these stories that I'm no good, because you have this fitness class and no one wants to come to it. So that must mean you're not doing good. You're not a good person. You're not a good coach. You're not a good accountability person. And I held myself back so much. And I started to really hurt myself mentally because I was believing those stories I was telling myself. I wasn't working out anymore. I loved working out back when I was teaching, because when you're working out and you get your endorphins flowing, those are your feel-good hormones. It naturally makes you feel good. And I felt like I had a purpose, like I was driven and motivated to do something. And when I stopped doing that, and I didn't have anywhere to go on Tuesday nights, and nobody wanted to come to my class because I sucked and I was horrible, I was telling myself these things and I believed it. So I told myself I couldn't help people. I started to resent fitness. Is that not the silliest thing? I resented fitness and I thought it was stupid. I thought it didn't work. You didn't have to do it. Nobody needed to do it. And I personally do not work out on a consistent basis because I have placed such a negative label with it for so long. I'm having to retrain my brain into thinking that it is good and my body needs it, especially with as long of a family history I have of health disease and health disorders. I need to really work on that because your heart needs the movement. Your heart needs to work out, especially if you're a stay-at-home mom like I am, who barely gets in 5,000 steps a day. So I wanted to just voice that to you guys because it made me feel fake and phony for a while there, because I hated fitness. I thought it was just ridiculous. No one needed to do it. It was just dumb. Go see your daddy. Go see your daddy. No. 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 I've been found. No, go see daddy. Go see your daddy. I'll get him in a minute. I don't want to open the door. I'm like right at my bedroom door. Anyway, I digress. Go find your daddy. No, go find daddy. I'm almost done. Makoa. Oh. Okay, back to story time. So it was after I had a conversation a few weeks ago with a mentor of mine. Actually, it was a couple different conversations with various mentors that I have. I was taking myself back to that place where I said I was no good as an instructor and people didn't trust me or believe in me, and making that mean something about fitness altogether. Like I was lumping it all into this whole big scenario that was just a bunch of bull hockey. And once I realized that, I was like, wow, that's kind of ridiculous that I've been holding myself back. Like imagine like this big, huge hand holding yourself down. That's what I felt like. I felt like there was never going to be any progress in my world, because when you hold yourself back in one aspect, you're holding yourself back in all aspects. So when you can overcome one story and understand that it is a story you're telling yourself and that you can move on from that and have success, it opens up this entire world to you, this entire world of success. And that feeling of failure like went out the window immediately. It was like that hand like just completely lifted off of me, and it was just this big weight lifting off of my shoulder, and it was just the most amazing feeling. And I've been running this community for weight loss for, I think July was our first group, and the women in there have had the most amazing success. I am so proud of them, but I feel like I don't talk about them enough or talk about the community enough, and the fact that it's open to people who want to lose weight. I don't show my pride enough, and that I need to change, and I'm going to change. So with that, I'm going to share with you guys my big, hairy, audacious goal for 2018. And that is that I'm going to help. I will help Okay, listen to my language. Not I'm going to try or I want to. No, my language is I will help 200 women lose 50 pounds in the year 2018, and we will have all lost, that's including myself, we will have all lost 10,000 pounds. Did I say those numbers right? 200 women, 50 pounds in the year 2018, and together we will lose 10,000 pounds. That's a big, hairy, audacious goal, right? But you have to have your goals big and hairy and scary, or you're never going to achieve them. And you know what? If I fall short of that goal, it doesn't make me a failure. What that does is that makes me say, okay, I didn't hit that goal, but this is what I did do. This is what I did accomplish. So there's some very, very big things in my world happening right now for 2018 especially. So number one, if you hopped on that bandwagon today, if you reached out to your friends and you said, hey, y'all want to lose some weight with me? Let's do this. If you told your husband, I'm going to lose some weight because I want to feel, sexy again when it's time for brown chicken, brown cow. Whatever you said today, whatever your language was you said to your day, whatever. You know what I'm going to say. Who cares if it's cliche and it's bandwagon? Good for you. Remember to change your language from I think I can, or I want to, or I'll try. Change that to I will, because you can do it. If you fall short of any goal you set for yourself, it does not make you a failure. You still accomplished something, and do not rob yourself of the joy of taking pride in what you did accomplish. And also, if you want to be one of the 200 women that I help this year lose 50,000 pounds, because I will help 200 women, or whatever. You know what I meant. I will help 200 women lose 50 pounds this year. And if you want to be one of those women, down below just put hashtag first 200. And I will reach out to you, and together we're going to make that happen, because this is going to be a huge year, you guys. I'm so excited about it. So thank you so much for watching. Again, if you hopped on that bandwagon, good for you. I'm proud of you. Who cares if it's cliche? Who cares if in a month people jump off the bandwagon and they're like, okay, it didn't work. I didn't lose 50 pounds yet. I'm not doing it anymore. A month from today, you're still going to be pushing hard, and you're still going to be pushing towards that goal, and you're going to accomplish it, because I believe you can do it. You've changed your language. You understand. You've been telling yourself stories, and you are so motivated right now. You're going to do it. So I love you. Remember, hashtag below first 200, and let's make 2018 the most amazing year you've ever had yet. So I love you guys. Enjoy the rest of your New Year's Day, and let's chat soon. Bye, guys.